But basically, how do you feel reacting to the couple losses now? I mean, what's the mood of the team going in with Louisville coming in? Is the fact that Louisville kind of get things, juices flowing again?
Well, it was disappointing and everything. We had it. It's not like we were far from, winning the game, but as of right now, nothing you can do about that but take care of next game. We have a huge opportunity at home. We have Louisville, top 10 team, one of the top teams in the ACC, obviously, and it doesn't get any better than that. I feel like if we win this game, whatever happened in the last two games, it's not going to be forgotten, but it's definitely we're going to focus more on positive things rather than negative.
Coach was saying that the defense on the both of you guys and on the perimeter in general has changed from the beginning of the season, that teams are playing you guys differently, and that's making it harder for you to shoot from outside because there's not as much of an inside presence on your team. Can you talk about that, both of you, how teams are defending you now versus earlier in the year? Do you sense the difference and that it's harder to make those shots now?
Well, for me personally, I was expecting that. I knew right sooner or later the scouting report was going to kick in and they were going to see, what they could do to guard us. It was just a matter of time. And yeah, it is a little bit more difficult to score now than it was at the beginning, but we still get opportunities. I'm getting wide open shots. They're just not going in, so I can't blame that on anybody else but me. If I'm shooting the ball, it's because I think I can make the shot. So, like I said, if I don't make it, I can't blame it on anybody else but myself.
Yeah, I would say that definitely has changed from the beginning of the year to now. I guess teams were still getting familiar with us, so we got a lot of wide open looks, and we were making shots at that time. But like you said, the scouting report has kicked in, so it is tougher to get open looks or make open looks like we've been making in the past. But that's what you play college basketball for. You got to make it.
Angel, you touched on it just now. You're getting some open looks and it's not falling. When you're going through something like that, how do you break through? Is it a matter of putting up more shots in practice, watching more film, or is it just having to fight through and knowing that eventually it'll break through again?
I told the coaches, I talked to Puro, and he was kind of, I figured he was kind of concerned about me and how I felt mentally, and I told him that, honestly, he shouldn't worry about how I'm feeling because, yes, it is frustrating as a player and as a competitor to, go through a bad stretch like I'm going as far as shooting. But at the same time, my experience and the way I am is just, like I said, it's frustrating, but only thing I can do about it is keep being myself. If I start changing the routine and start looking for new things, I don't change the routine when things are going right. So if they weren't right for a couple games, why change them now? It's just a matter of me stepping up in the game and knocking them down. And all I need is one good shooting game. After that, everything is going to be all right. So I'm always going to be positive, and I'm, not going to let the past get on what's ahead of us. So, like I said, it's just a matter of shots going in the game.
It seems like you guys love the big stage moments. It seems like you guys step up. Coach had his own assessment. Just talk about both you guys. How do you guys approach these bigger games, the Louisvilles, the Dukes, the Virginias, the North? It seems like you guys have a higher energy level when it comes to playing the upper echelon teams in the conference.
Yeah, I would assume everybody should feel the same way. Obviously you want to prove yourself against the best. So every team that's ranked is going to get the best out of any opponent, just because they want to beat you, they want to beat the best. So, and that's the case. And with us especially, we've had a lot of great wins, but we had a couple of bad losses as well. So we have to be extra pumped for this one. We have to bounce back to the 2 losses in a row that we just had. And the great thing about the ACC is that that's what you have here. You know, you can have a bad loss, but then you have an opportunity to bounce back in a huge way and beat a team like Louisville, who's, I think they've lost 3 times if I'm not mistaken. So that's the beauty of this league.
Yeah, it's to me, it's really strange the way we play against, you know, top caliber teams and teams that we know we can beat, you know, or that we look better than on paper. We don't come out with the same energy and effort, but it's something that we're going through as a team that we're trying to get better. You know, we have a lot of young guys, so it's a work in progress.
As a team, though, how do you guys, maintain that focus, though, against the teams that are not, highly as ranked, or what do you guys have to do? I mean, I know you guys are young men, and the coach probably has to tell you guys this, that, and the other, but how do you guys get that level even keel to make sure you guys have that same energy level against the teams that you guys should beat on paper?
Just preparation and practice, like Coach always say. You gotta pay attention to details, you know, and just focus in. That way you come out with energy and do what you gotta do to beat the teams you need to beat.